Hey there guys, this is Jordan in the Know, and in this video I want to bring a second update video and really bring you guys up to speed on Project Aura. So if you don't already know, a couple weeks ago there was this event called the Launch Festival, and at the Launch Festival a lot of usually smaller companies debut their alpha/prototype products, and at this launch event Google's ATAP team was there, and they were pretty much debuting Project Aura and their progress on it. So they did provide us a lot of information on this phone, and a lot of this you can see for yourself, and I'm going to leave a link to this video in the description so that you can watch it for yourself. But on our first piece of news is that Project Aura is supposed to be $50. So obviously there's some explaining to do, and with a price that low there's got to be a catch. So what the Google design team wants to do is have the phone itself, the whole assembly with all the modules and everything, to be $50, and that includes the endoskeleton, but it's really going to be a super basic phone. We don't really know what this phone looks like right now, so we're probably going to see really low specs, we're probably going to see a very low quality screen, but is working, and it's a working phone. So generally what you're going to have to do is, if you want a better phone than that, you're going to have to put in your own modules. So I know that seems a little bit shady that you have to put in your own modules, but when you think about it from a different perspective, it's actually still a really good deal. So each module is supposedly supposed to be around $15. So if you include all of your modules, let's say camera, your RAM, your 4G radios, your media bar, which is basically your speakers and front-facing camera, processor and graphics module, all at about $15 a piece, you're looking at about $100 to spend just on modules. So that's still cheaper than buying a phone on contract, and it comes at $150, and it's cheaper than the Moto G. So it seems like what Google's trying to do is to get the average consumer involved in customizing their own phone, which is pretty much the purpose of a modular smartphone, is to tweak it to your needs. So for the mainstream model, which is pretty much the happy medium size, we're expected to be able to put 10 modules inside of it. And to my understanding, I've only counted 8 modules that we would actually need for the phone to function. So that leaves room for 2 more free modules. So we're gonna see a lot of unique modules too, like a projector module. That would be pretty cool. So next in news, like I said, there's going to be 3 different sizes of the endoskeleton. So there's going to be a mini for smaller hands, there's going to be a mainstream one, which is, like I said, the happy medium, and there's going to be a jumbo, which is like a phablet size. And each endoskeleton is going to be able to have a built-in battery inside of the endoskeleton, which makes it really easy to switch out modules without shutting off your phone. And what's going to hold the modules in is a Electra permanent magnet. Basically it means that your magnets are going to be held, your modules are going to be held in by magnets. So now each individual module is going to have sort of a case on it like you have on your phone, but you're able to take the casing off, and this is pretty much mainly a cosmetic type thing. Obviously it's going to protect the modules, but the bigger picture is to make it cosmetic. On another note, I really want to address some concerns that I've been reading about. And one really important one, and it actually is important, is that Lenovo might mess this whole thing up, because this was originally a Motorola project. And let me just say that they literally can't mess this up, because Motorola doesn't own this project anymore. When Google sold Motorola to Lenovo, they also kept a lot of it, which is why they sold it so cheap. They kept a lot of the company, as well as the projects team and its ATAP, Advanced Technologies and Projects team. And that's why they sold it so cheap, is because they were allowed to get the meat and potatoes, basically, of the company. So another really good point that I've heard is software. And the quote that I read from a comment in some sort of article was, what is the point of having a modular phone where you can constantly upgrade, but the software doesn't evolve with your phone? And that's a really good point. So what I predict, and it might not actually happen, but what I predict is that the new Aura phone, we'll call it the Google Aura phone, and this phone is going to be Google's new baby, I guess, is going to be the new Nexus 5 for Google. So if this works out like we all hope that it will, Google is going to make sure that it gets all of their updates first, just like their Nexus line. So this pretty much concludes my video. So I really want to thank Daniel Makowski, because his Twitter page has a lot of information on Project Ara, and a lot of this information I couldn't find without him, so I want to say thank you to him. And so that you stay up to date on Project Ara and don't have to wait for my videos, make sure that you follow him on Twitter at Makowski, and make sure you check out their website just to get information on there too. So guys, that's it. I really want to thank you guys for watching my videos. Please be sure to subscribe if you like this video, and make sure that you're up to date on my channel, because I have a lot more content coming, and it's really interesting content too. I really want to redirect my channel so that I can bring a lot of good content into a video instead of just meh content. So, like I said, thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned for my next video. This has been Jordan in the Know, and thanks for watching.